You don't need to buy fertilizer to start growing plants. You already have it sitting in your kitchen right now. Every single day, most of us throw away food scraps that could actually be turned into rich, natural plant food. The best part is that it's chemical-free, gentle on the earth, and it saves you money. Imagine transforming what you think of as waste into a powerful tool for growing healthier, stronger plants. That's what we're talking about today. Healthy soil is the foundation of any successful garden. Whether you're growing flowers, herbs, vegetables, or even houseplants, the condition of the soil is what determines how well your plants can grow. Soil isn't just dirt, it's alive. It's full of microbes, tiny fungi, and organisms that all play a part in breaking down materials and feeding your plants. When we rely on chemical fertilizers, we're often bypassing that natural system. Those chemicals might give your plants a quick burst of growth, but they don't build the long-term health of the soil. Over time, chemical fertilizers can even damage the natural life in your soil and make it dependent on constant feeding. That's why creating your own fertilizer from kitchen scraps is so powerful. It strengthens your soil naturally, it encourages the ecosystem underground to flourish, and it keeps everything in balance. Now, let's talk about what you can use. Think about all the little bits and pieces that end up in the trash or down the garbage disposal. Banana peels are one of the best, since they're full of potassium, which helps with root growth and fruit production. Apple cores and orange rinds add organic matter and break down easily. Melon skins, pear stems, and peach pits may take a little longer to decompose, but they still add structure and nutrients to the soil. Vegetable scraps are just as useful. Potato peels return starches and nutrients to the ground. Tomato stems and pepper cores are great additions, and carrot tops and celery ends are perfect for compost. Even onion skins, which some people overlook, are loaded with antioxidants and minerals that can benefit your plants once they break down. Wilted lettuce or spinach leaves, which you might normally throw out, can also go right back to the soil. Don't forget your morning coffee grounds. They add nitrogen, which plants love for leafy growth, and they can even improve soil texture. Used tea bags can also be added, though you may want to tear them open first if the bag is made of synthetic material. Eggshells are another favorite. They're rich in calcium carbonate, which plants use to build stronger cell walls. Crushing them into small pieces, or even grinding them into powder, helps them break down faster and makes the nutrients more accessible to your plants. And it doesn't stop there. Even things like nutshells, except for walnuts, can go into the compost. Walnuts contain a chemical called juglone that can inhibit plant growth, so it's best to avoid those. Stale bread, leftover rice, or pasta can also be added in small amounts. Wilted herbs or old spices that you never got around to using will still give back to the soil instead of going to waste. Basically, if it once came from the earth, if it's a fruit, a vegetable, a grain, or an eggshell, it can usually return to the earth as food for your soil. Of course, there are some things you should keep out of your compost, especially if you're just starting. Meat and dairy are the biggest ones. They break down slowly, smell unpleasant, and attract unwanted pests. Oils and greasy foods cause the same problems. Large amounts of cooked food aren't ideal either, because they can throw off the natural balance in your compost. So, in the beginning, stick to plant-based scraps, shells, coffee grounds, and tea leaves. This keeps the process clean, simple, and effective. So, how do you actually use these scraps? The first method is direct application. Let's say you're planting new flowers, vegetables, or shrubs. You can take your chopped up scraps and bury them right into the soil around the base of your plants. As they decompose, they release nutrients directly into the root zone, where your plants can access them easily. This is especially useful for fast decomposing scraps like banana peels or lettuce leaves. They break down quickly and give your plants a boost almost right away. For things that take longer, like melon rinds or tougher stems, it helps to chop them into smaller pieces before adding them. The smaller the pieces, the quicker they'll break down. Then there's the second method, preparing certain scraps before using them. Eggshells are the perfect example. If you rinse them, dry them, and crush them into a fine powder, you can sprinkle that powder around the base of your plants. Over time, it slowly releases calcium into the soil, which is especially important for crops like tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. Crushed eggshells can also create a sharp barrier that helps keep away soft-bodied pests like slugs and snails. Now, if you would like to have a steady supply of natural fertilizer that's ready to use whenever you need it, starting a compost pile or bin is the best approach. And the good news is, you don't need fancy equipment. A simple pile in a corner of your yard will do. Compost works best when you mix two kinds of materials, greens and browns. Green materials include your fruit and vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, and fresh grass clippings. They're high in nitrogen. Brown materials are things like dry leaves, shredded newspaper, cardboard, or even sawdust. They're high in carbon. The balance between nitrogen and carbon is what makes compost break down efficiently. If your pile ever smells bad, it usually means you have too many greens and not enough browns. Adding a layer of leaves or cardboard will bring the balance back. Turning your compost every week or two gives it the air it needs and speeds up the process. Keeping it slightly moist, like a wrung-out sponge, helps the microbes do their job. Over time, usually in a few months to a year, your pile transforms into rich, dark compost. Gardeners often call this black gold because it is one of the most valuable resources you can create for your soil. All of this works because you're tapping into nature's own recycling system. In the forest, no one comes through with a bag of fertilizer. Instead, leaves fall, plants die back, and everything decays into the soil. That process feeds the next generation of growth. When you compost or add kitchen scraps to your garden, you're working with the same system. Microbes, worms, and insects break down the scraps, turning them into a nutrient-rich food source for your plants. It's sustainable, it's efficient, and it keeps organic material out of landfills, where it would otherwise release methane gas and contribute to pollution. So you're not only feeding your plants, you're helping the environment too. So the next time you're in the kitchen, pause before you toss those scraps. Banana peels, potato skins, crushed eggshells, coffee grounds. They aren't garbage, they're free fertilizer waiting to be used. And once you combine those scraps with leaves and grass clippings from your yard, you'll find that you never need to buy chemical fertilizer again. It's simple, sustainable, and deeply rewarding to know that you reclosing the loop. What was once waste is now food for new life. Your plants will thank you with stronger growth, brighter flowers, and tastier vegetables. Remember this, you don't need to buy fertilizer to start growing plants. You already have everything you need right at home.
That's it, folks. You can go to Ancestry Lands to start owning property today with payments starting at $250 a month, no credit checks, and owning land has never been easier. It's time to build your land portfolio one property at a time. We help you to get dollars from dirt and build generational wealth by owning small plots of affordable vacant land. Contact us to learn more. Oh, and speaking of dollars from dirt, I also wrote a book about investing in land for you readers out there. My book, Getting Dollars from Dirt, A Beginner's Guide to Vacant Land Investing, is on Amazon. The link is in the description section below. Inside, you'll learn simple, easy-to-read insights that will have you understanding why you should own land today. For more tips and tricks, subscribe for updates, comment below, and let us know what you enjoyed about this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
And remember, like and subscribe.